guys, it's Erin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be painting on shoes. I have painted a few things so far in Upcycling with Erin videos. I have painted that shadow box. I painted Frederick the flamingo last week. I also reviewed the silk painting kit, so I painted that scarf too. But this week is not a craft review and it's not an Upcycling with Erin. If you watched my birthday haul video, then you would know that I got these shoes for my birthday with the intention to paint them. And I actually got two pairs of shoes. I actually got two pairs of different shoes in different sizes, and both of them are too big. So, that's fun. But maybe they will fit eventually. I'm gonna get bigger, hopefully. I mean, I hope so. Shoes are just a basic thing to customize. It's also kind of like a thing right now, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I just bought some knockoff Vans, which do the job just fine. If I'm gonna just decorate the shoes anyway, I don't really see the point in buying real Vans. So I just got knockoffs. Let's paint some shoes. The first thing that I had to do on these shoes before I actually started decorating them was tape off all of the parts that I did not want to get paint on. So I'm just using some regular blue masking tape and my thumbnail to push down the tape and make sure that I do not get any paint where I do not want it. I also taped off the little stretchy white part on the shoes to make sure I didn't get any paint in that area, and magic! They're both done. Now that I have taped off all of the parts of the shoe that I do not want to get paint on, I can proceed with
the painting.
So I had got that tiny black paintbrush, but as you can see, it was not working. So I got the orange paintbrush, which similarly did not work. So now that I've actually found a paintbrush that's not from some bad craft kit from when I was 3, I can actually start painting my design. So for this pair of shoes, yes, I knew that I wanted them to go together, but I didn't want them to be the same thing. So I didn't just want to do polka dots or some other kind of pattern. I wanted them to be interesting, but they could be cool on their own, but when put together, they are strong and powerful. I don't really know what I'm saying. Anyway, as you can see, I started on the front, and then I realized, why did I do that? No. So then I, actually started where I was supposed to, and continued to the back of the shoe. So this bottom layer is actually a scoop of ice cream. I wanted them to all look even, very precise measuring there. So I drew out basically what I wanted each flavor to be and where I wanted it to go with my pencil marks. Pencil marks? Pencil marks. I don't know why I said pencil marks. I used my pencil to draw lines on the shoe. That's what I'm trying to say. So this flavor is mint chocolate chip. I feel like that's kind of obvious, but I wasn't a huge fan of this color, but I also didn't want to waste all my white paint because, cool technique there, cool technique. Real nice technique there. Apparently it worked well because I'm doing it again. Anyway, I didn't want to waste my white paint because I just got this set of Angelus leather paint for my birthday. If you watch my birthday haul, you would know that. Hint, hint. Anyways, I didn't want to waste the white paint because I knew I would need it for the vanilla layer and highlights and just other things around the shoe. So I didn't want to use too much of it, but I'm pretty sure I ended up using the whole bottle even though this was the first time I opened it up. As you can see, this is where I decided that I don't care. I'm using the white paint because I hated that shade of green. So I like that so much better. And now I'm going in with the strawberry ice cream. I tried to make it look like actual ice cream by trying to add little drippies on the end, which I think turned out pretty good. Oh, there's me being impatient and not letting the paint dry completely, but did I care? Nope, nope, nope. I'll just go ahead and paint the rest of it anyway because I don't care. Anyway, this was one way that I wanted to tie both of the shoes together, so I left this outer rim plain because I knew that I wanted to make it look like the ice cream cone part. Get it? So it's like the ice cream and then the ice cream cone. You get it? You get it? Yeah, obviously you get it. It's not a crazy concept. So then I just took my darker shade of brown tan ice cream color and I added the little lines. I also crossed them over, but I didn't like how that looked. It looked so messy and I hated it. So I repainted the entire thing. I don't know why I got so close there. And I just decided to add a few little lines and I decided I liked that much better. On the front, I added this cherry thing. It's not a thing. And off camera, I don't really know. I tried to find the footage, but I couldn't seem to find it. I added those little textural pieces in the shoe, but I added way too many, and it just looked messy. So I ended up painting over most of those little weird things. And my favorite part, the sprinkles. I love sprinkles so much. They're so beautiful. So I took my turquoise, lavender, light pink. Is that purple? It looks kind of black. And yellow. And I made sprinkles, but I didn't like how they looked. It looked too messy. So I just decided to use the turquoise, light purple, and no lavender, and light pink sprinkles and make them slightly larger in size, and I think that looked so much cleaner and nicer, so I'm really glad I decided to make that choice. So this is how the ice cream shoe came out. I'm really happy with it, but you can't see the final thing until I finish both shoes. We need to get this other shoe up to speed. So, like I said, I wanted them to go together but still look nice on their own. So this shoe, well, this one won't look as nice on its own. But this shoe is the cone of the ice cream. So I just painted it the nice lighter shade of tan, and for some reason I went ahead and painted this chocolate drip, which makes absolutely no sense because I hadn't painted the cone texture yet, and there was literally no point in doing this. And I was originally going to be using a ruler, but that was too weird. It didn't really work because the shoe is curved. It's not a flat surface. So then I tried to use some just Scotch tape, and look, there's me having to make it perfect.
It has to be perfect.
I went in with my darker tan color of paint to add the little waffly texture that you see on ice cream cones, and it was looking pretty good. And then I took the tape off after I added the other side, and it looked
Awful. Awful.
it did look not good. So I decided to take a different approach this time. I painted the background color the darker shade of tan, and I tried to paint the lighter shade on top, and I didn't use the tape for the second layer, and it looked so much worse. I didn't even know it could get worse. So we're doing this again. I'm using the tape again on top of the lighter color, and yeah, it's not looking good. And so I decided that I didn't want to do that and painted over it again with the darker color. So we used a lot of paint in this operation, this shoe painting process, and here I am again taping it up because that worked so well the first time. I made these nice, lovely looking lines, and it went. It ended up looking pretty decent until I took the tape off. And again, awful! A mess. It looked so bad. And at this point, I was so tired of doing it, running out of paint. But I was like, I've tried so hard that I need to do it again. So I did it again. Here we go. Woo! Back to the blank canvas. And as you can see, it looks so much better. I'm so glad I redid it all those times because it truly looks so much better. For this end part, I know I shouldn't have freehanded it because we saw how that went last time, but I'm only freehanding it on the back because I couldn't really put tape down, and also I was being lazy again.
Don't be lazy like me.
Not wanting the paint to completely dry, and with the tape it would have peeled off the paint, so that was me being patient again. Now I'm adding the chocolate drip part again, so yeah, as you could see, there was literally no point in doing that before. I added this one giant drip in the front, and now probably my favorite part, I am making little drips of ice cream down the sides to tie the two shoes together, because it would be really boring if I didn't, just like a cone with a chocolate drip. I mean, it would be okay, but no, too boring for me. As you can see, I added all the same colors, the chocolate, strawberry, mint chocolate chip, and vanilla ice cream. And the final thing that I did on the cone part was just outline it. I ended up outlining it completely wrong, so I had to go in and fix that. But after I figured that out, it looked much better. And I outlined the drips because I outlined the ice cream flavors on the other shoe. The final thing I had to do was add some highlights on the chocolate drips, some highlights on the darker colored ice cream, and the chocolate chips on the mint chocolate chip ice cream. Oh wait, no, I lied. That's not the last thing. The last thing is sprinkles. I love sprinkles. Sprinkles are beautiful and they make things a party, and they're just so beautiful, so beautiful. I love sprinkles. Again, just using the turquoise, lavender, got it right this time, and pink. And the final thing I had to do, I keep saying that, but this is actually the last thing, was cover both of these shoes in the Angelus clear coat. I don't know if they would have stayed fine and normal without it, but I didn't want to risk it because I had spent so long. And now the most satisfying part, peeling off the tape. I felt the need to model these shoes, so here we go. Please enjoy. That's all I have for you guys this week. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because I had a ton of fun making it. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. I have an important announcement to make. So the vlogs that I decided to start posting every Wednesday have been taking me a lot longer than I thought. I like to spend a lot of time editing my videos and just make them as good as possible. So I'm going to be posting vlogs every other Wednesday instead of every Wednesday. So I will see you guys next Friday. Bye!